Dear viewer, please look up at the video screen to get your proper disclaimer before discussion. A disclaimer: do not harass the individual I will be discussing. This is a part 2 to the recent video I made, and I will be going over evidence and details that are publicly provided for me.
Actually, are we serious?
Well, you clearly aren't.
People are making so much videos over a thing that was 5 days ago. I don't. Because it's not serious. Guys, it's really not. You should let the littlest things get to you. That's just weak. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm so excited to rant about this cringe ass invasion. Guys, I may be a little immature, but I'm not so immature that I'll make so many videos about this one person. And guess what? I'm back, bro. She really thinks she could get rid of me? I'm everywhere! And I wouldn't make another YouTube channel third time. I have made another account. I may have been rude or harmful in my video that I recently posted.
Are we done?
But I was speaking my mind. I wasn't trying to cyberbully, as I said in the beginning. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm so excited to rant about this cringe ass invaders thing. I wasn't. Why would I do that?
Come on now, dog.
The Morris, fuck CMB Studios. Not serious.
Though there's a lot of things I could say, negative or positive, I want to keep things very simple and clear. On a personal level, I wouldn't say I feel any hatred towards CBM, nor do I feel any sympathy either. To me, they just seem like any random person on the internet who doesn't understand that individuals on the platform can post whatever they like, and I will be breaking this down in detail. Considering from what I've seen and what I've been told, this all went down due to shipping. Ridiculous, we all can acknowledge that. They got upset because somebody had a different opinion from theirs. And just because of that, they started to lash out and get angry at them, to the point of making a video about that subject. Naturally, individuals were upset by the content. Given all the context, evidence, and information, I could say that they do not have the right to speak on anybody's behalf, especially in the way they did, considering they blew it out of proportion. In theory, they don't care until it affects them. They're probably some edgy kid with a huge ego, which is why they can't take constructive criticism from anybody, not even with evidence in front of their face to prove it either, because they think of themselves too possibly with a higher value to ever consider the concept. Because they're impulsive, they're overly emotional, and they don't know how to control themselves or how they feel. Egotism gets to a point, and when it feels like you're walking on eggshells, when you're trying to have a serious conversation with a person in a neutral route, it's ridiculous. They feel like they sound cool by being a jerk, and then right after tries to sympathy bait and play victim. And I'm keeping it front squared when I say that I feel a form of sympathy towards the people in their community, specifically their fans, because the situation negatively affects them. And yet this person still refuses to know the extent of their actions. They can't even take accountability without second-guessing themselves because it looks bad on them. They're making a mockery out of themselves because they don't try. It's ridiculous, and then makes themselves look idiotic to everyone else. Because this situation is very simple to take care of, yet they don't even want to do the bare minimum. That's how entitled they are. Though what I've stated feel like it negatively impacts you, I have every right to my opinion because what you've done is harmful. And to you, it may just seem like, oh, it's for the people I don't like. But no, that's actually not true. This negatively affects the people around you, your viewers, the people who directly involved with you, because you're enabling them to this behavior. Is it that serious, guys? Way of acting will negatively affect everyone watching your video, especially if they think this mentality is okay. It disconnects them from society and makes them feel like, oh, I don't have to do anything anybody tells me because I'm right and they're wrong just because I don't care, which is incorrect because you're supposed to care, because it isolates you from having emotional intelligence. This ruins relationships and can get people into very deep trouble, especially if they think it's okay to act this way in front of their family. You're also telling them that it's okay to stalk people and harass them for dumb reasons. Fun fact about the internet and the world in general, you're going to see things you don't like. You're going to see opinions that you don't agree with. That's kind of just how the world spins. Do you have to go and attack them for it? No. Not unless it's actually harmful towards the people around them. Because I promise you, they will not care about your opinion, which is why they don't give you a response. Because you can't control your emotions. You're asking them to interact with you. You're asking them to give you some form of acknowledgement. It really shows that you crave attention. And this attention-seeking behavior does look very bad on you. You didn't have to interact. You didn't have to say anything. You could have just let it slide and then continued on with your day. Because who was it hurting? No one. Which is why your point is ridiculous. This isn't in the script, but nobody has time for that kiddie shit, bro. Nobody has time for that and wants to deal with that, which is why they blocked you. But you're still mad. Keep coming back again and again and again. It gets to a point, dude. You attack them first. They have every right to feel the way they want to feel. Because that's kind of how life works, dude. This is a big problem in society, especially on the internet. Because you can ignore it. You don't have to keep going on and on and on. And I'm trying to be stern with you, because your behavior has been enabled by people around you, and that isn't good for you. Because it isn't teaching you anything, you aren't learning anything. You don't know why people are hating on you, because nobody's telling you that you're wrong when you are. And even though you're convinced I'm with Nadia, I just have to say that I do not agree with anything they're doing, because they're blowing it even more out of proportion. They're not better than you, they are you. And they refuse to see that, even though it's ridiculous. Their videos are slop, and they're trying so hard to make you mad, it's ridiculous. But you're also giving them attention. They like that. Don't do that. Though I'm aware everyone can express the way they feel whenever they want or however they want. I don't agree with what they're doing because it's weird and it's stupid. Somebody had to say something about it because there's no way they're getting away with this and thinking they're good people. Anyway, enough. I'm going off script. My formal advice is to probably just ignore it till it blows over. And maybe if you want to, make another video about it. Though, that's all I can really give you in context. Also, I want to thank everybody for the amount of views I got on the other video. It felt like too much to me, I'm sorry.